Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gap. That's Delete. I'm Travis. Looks like SmackDown's
Hello.
getting started with the old Solo Sikoa and Seth Rollins trios.
Not the trio.
Yeah. They're going to start their trios matches. And then they're going to get trios tag team championships. And then they're going to do crossover matches with AEW.
Nice.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, they're doing it with other promotions. Why wouldn't they do it with AEW?
I don't know. Might as well. I mean, at this point.
Toothpicks out of a bunch of. Sorry.
I only throw away one broken one.
I got the whole box out earlier.
You can put them in your stupid thing.
So I got it out. So I could do it.
So you can leave them all over the place. Did you pick up the one on the front room floor?
I don't know. Probably not. If I didn't see it, I can't do anything.
Sophie's in the chat. Says hi, people, and then Ric Flair got skin cancer.
Do you think he got it for making fun of Jim Cole or whatever? Jim Ross?
Yes. I'm just kidding.
I mean, the science would point that way. Solo's trying to be tough. Jacob's probably like, dude.
You're a twat.
Of course it is. He's standing right there.
One's in blue, one's in red.
Bloods and Crips. And they're on the wrong side.
I know.
That leaves you as Jimmy.
Hello. So he says, he will like this rumor. The coach said that he wouldn't be surprised if Triple H is out of a job in 18 months.
I sure hope so. I mean, it would...
I would be okay with it.
It would help wrestling as a whole, the industry. So I would be okay with it.
As long as they didn't put some dipshit like cross-eyed guy in charge.
He's got no clue what he's doing. And so I don't want to see anybody be unemployed, but come on. He's got plenty of money.
You can't stop. You can't sit there, buddy.
On the blankie. Sure.
You can sit on the blanket there, but you can't sit on the blanket back there. You just fall through. Anyways, if you're just joining us, the beginning of SmackDown has Seth and his cronies out there, and then Solo came down and they're talking. So, you know, there's that. So if it's like, you forgot to mention on Wednesday, since Triple H took over, he actually gives the talent the holidays off.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
It's not giving the holidays off. It's giving the fans nothing to watch.
Yeah, because all they do is pre-record it. And so people already know what's going to happen because the day of the internet is now, and it tells you everything that's going to be on there. So Rob is like, what up, you frauds? Oh, you know, not much. And Hassan is in the chat as well. Says, hi there, guys. Happy Pride Day. Guess what? I'm the SmackDown live Courage? I'm in the SmackDown live crowd. Oh, cool.
Which one are you? Is that you? You have yellow on?
Robbie's like, big up, my man. Brave to bust that red suit.
Looking like Santa Claus.
Ooh, not stabbing. Robbie says, who cares, Sophie? And Sophie's like, but The Rock is on the TKO board. He could put his team on the creative for the WWE.
Be a good idea.
Yeah, sure. That would be a very
if he wanted to
conflict
do
of interest, then he could be in trouble.
You also got to remember The Rock is a busy human being. He doesn't like just do TKO board stuff. He's an actor, and he's got companies that he runs. He's got charitable events.
Not Solo's bitch. Why would he even take it serious? What's the matter, buddy? Have a problem? Can't you get out the gate?
And it's not you. It's that one. All right, let's do it. Let's get it all! The little big guys are all in the ring.
Mm-hmm. The little big guys.
Give us this match.
Anyways, Sophie says WWE and TKO is thinking about restructuring Roman Reigns' contract.
Yeah, I saw that. Good luck. All he has to do is say no, and if they release him, then he goes to AEW, makes the same amount of money, and does more for their company. He's the one guy they really can't lose in WWE. But that's a Triple H thing.
Ooh, not the face-off. So he says, if you were related to The Rock, you could have a job for life in the WWE. They shouldn't be allowed to do that under corporations, Sophie. It's called, what the hell is that called? It's called something. Family something. Like,
I've never heard
you
of it.
can't...
People do it all the time, so...
Yeah, in small businesses they do, but not corporations. In corporations, they don't allow it. For you to make sure that your family has jobs, you can't do that.
Did he just join now?
I have no idea what happened.
He just kicked that other guy in the face.
Who's the other guy?
Fat guy, whatever his name is.
Oh,
Bo Dallas.
JC Mateo?
Yeah, JC Mc...
Oh! Jimmy Uso did?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just mad. Maybe he doesn't like him. Maybe he hates his cousin.
It's happening tomorrow. Back door. Backdoor Wrestling. AAA versus NXT.
Look, it's Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil is happening with WWE.
You know what they should do, and Triple H should be on board with it, is do it in the egg in Utah, in Nevada.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's
And
made
the
for that
sphere.
stuff, the circus.
Hi, buddy. What you doing? You having a problem?
I just want somebody to come in, like Shane McMahon or even Stephanie, and just clean house. Be like, this is all wrong. And do it like overnight, like Vince does.
Right.
Because Vince would do it overnight. He'd clean this mess up and have it running on all cylinders in 2 weeks.
Hello. You're a nice boy. Yeah, you're a nice boy. Thank you.
TKO should just hire
Yeah, you're a good boy.
Vince to come in as a, what are those called when you hire somebody to look over things? Starts with A, I think.
An auditor?
Basically audit the, to be like, all right, we're going to take all this and trash that shit. Get rid of the Wyatt family shit. Dumb. Who are they wrestling now?
Who?
The Wyatt family.
I have no idea.
I'm sure it's somebody of
I can't
non-worth.
remember.
Johnny Gargano, or maybe the Machine Guns, or somebody.
They came out with somebody, but I don't remember who it was.
It was in that big tag team thing. They had all those tag teams out.
Chad Gable's of the group. Ivy Nile. No.
No, that was...
So there's a girl involved. There's a girl with them because Nikki keeps attacking them.
It was Candice LeRae.
Ah, that's it. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
it was Johnny Gargano.
Mr. Spaghetti Pants.
Yeah, remember they had all the tag teams out there.
Mm.
Are you ignoring me?
No.
They had all the tag teams out there. They had Ford,
Yes.
Montez, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lights went out and
Yes.
they were in the ring.
Yeah. I just knew that there was a girl that was involved.
Yeah.
With...
And then Candice, what's his name? Ciampa used her as a shield, human shield,
Yes.
for Nikki Cross. And then Nikki Cross attacked her.
Ah, rude. It's not cool at all. Not cool.
I needed giant belay clips and then paint them gold, I guess. I don't know if you can even buy gold paint. Isn't that illegal?
No, it's not illegal.
They
Can you
just
buy
don't sell
gold
it on
paint?
the reservation.
I don't.
Right?
Not
I
sell
know
it.
they card you for it.
They card you for any
And you
paint.
can only buy
Like any aerosol paint. Doesn't matter what color
thought
it
was
is.
gold and chrome.
No, they basically card you for all aerosol paint.
What do they want to make sure that you're a human?
I
Like how old do you have to be to
I
buy
don't know,
paint?
sweetie.
35, 37?
Maybe they do it because you have to be 18 to buy it. Maybe now it's 21 since smoking is now 21, which is ridiculous.
It's awesome. I don't want it glittery though, right? That'd be too weird.
Probably not.
Not want it, or it
Yeah,
would be
not
weird.
want it. Glitter. Careful.
Where are you going, buddy? You're not a cat. You can't just do cat things. He's like, there's a bed over here, Dad. Where is it?
It's like your head.
Uh-oh. Jamie Moteo, or whatever his name is, just kicked out. Jeff Cobb.
What are you eating? Stop eating things that aren't food. Gross.
He's like,
Did you get it?
Yeah.
You're still trying to eat it? Stop trying to eat whatever it is. It's nasty.
yeah, it looks good. Not cool.
Is that the glitter one?
It's on a cart.
They're having that impromptu match now between JC, Mateo, and Jimmy Uso. That happened because Jimmy came out and attacked him.
Because he cracked corn. Nobody cared. What's that color? Oh, silver. You want to get your ass kicked? Get your ass kicked. He tries, though. I mean, it's not like he's not trying to help out the kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Are you reading about paint?
No, I'm reading about that policy. It's basically prohibiting nepotism. It's usually a corporate policy, and
Yeah,
a
but it's
lot
not
of
a law.
corporations do it. And I understand in the wrestling part, but the fact of trying to make sure that they have a job for life in WWE, they can't do that because it's a conflict. You can't do that. If they do bad, then they would have to be fired. Like, if they're not pulling their weight or doing what they're supposed to do, it's not that you can't hire because they're going to. It's not that he can't suggest, oh, we should hire this guy. He's part of the whatever family.
You can do whatever you want if you're in charge.
Yeah, but he's not in charge. He's on the board, right. But he's not the only person on the fucking board. Right. There's other votes involved, too.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in any business. Like, so if Vince was still running it, if Shane came in and blew his quad out and didn't do anything for 4 years, Vince isn't going to fire him. He doesn't give a shit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, yeah, he would. He's Vince. You don't give a shit. You just said it.
He keeps them under payroll, all of them. He paid his daughter and his son just a wage. Not a bunch. Oh, although Stephanie made quite a bit of money. She made over $1 million a year. But Shane was making like $500K.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't there.
How long do you think I should let that go before I do anything about it?
When you say anything about it, you mean like pop it?
I don't know if there's a way to pop it.
There's always a way to stab it with a needle. Here.
No, I meant I don't know if there's anything to pop it yet.
But, I mean, there's no red lines moving in it.
No, there's just a bump right there.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean, other than it sucks. It's painful. They're always so sensitive when they're red like that.
Yeah, it's not as hot. I've been watching it.
Soak it in rubbing alcohol.
Well, I haven't had a chance to.
I always just stick my finger in the bottle and just turn it upside down.
Right.
Just sit there.
It needs to be like in hot Epsom salt or something. Do a hot Epsom salt bath with it or something.
Yeah. There's a needle right there though if you want it.
I don't need a needle.
I meant like a real needle, like it's hollow, so if you stuck it, it would literally...
No, I mean, I don't need a needle, because there's not anything there. It's just really...
Touch my arm with it.
What do you mean?
I just want to see if it is warm. It's warm.
It's warm, but it's not hot.
Touch me with something else. I don't feel it as much.
I know it has some heat, but it's not that hot. But you can
That's
tell,
your immune system.
see how
Mm-hmm.
red it is. I've just been watching it. I've been
And it
playing
probably
with
sucks to
rubbing
type.
it. Not really. It's not that bad. Typing like this doesn't hurt. But if I hit... And it's not that sore because I've been playing with it to get the soreness out.
Mm-hmm. With touching it, it's probably making it worse.
Maybe.
Put some Neosporin on it and put a glove on.
Neosporin's not going to do anything. It's not an open wound. What's it going to do?
Put Windex on it. Put a
Yes. Put some ammonia on it. That'll really make it feel good.
Delete that top layer of skin. You ever thought about doing that? Getting one of those facial things? Where they eat
A
your
peel?
skin? Yeah.
You know, I thought about it when I wasn't working. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about going to a job with a red face. Because
Right.
I know it would be bad. I thought about it quite a bit when I wasn't working. To see if that would... To do that and just... Be like, oh, well, you know...
You
gross
could,
face.
if you wanted to. I mean, you don't have to. But you could go Botox a little bit, too. I don't know if you have any reason for Botox. Doesn't look like it. Well, some
Not as
people...
bad as some people.
Some people do it. I know my doctor does it.
But doesn't she, like, do it and do it?
Yeah.
Like, she
Does
it and
gets
does it.
done, yeah.
But,
Yeah, she has it on her page or whatever.
Robbie's like, yeah, I figured, D. Figured what?
If you have, which you don't have to worry about it, but you know how some women have the square testosterone jaw?
Oh,
Where it comes
yeah,
straight
I
down
don't.
there? And they have the big...
I just have
I am telling
old
you.
person jowls.
Anyways, if you inject those two muscles with Botox, it makes them go into atrophy. And
Sounds disgusting.
And then they get smaller and you become more feminine looking.
That's all you need. Inject yourself with some botulism! Botulism! So creepy.
Botulism.
They did do that whole thing in picture-in-picture.
Yeah, because there was a dragon.
I don't know about that part, but...
Yeah, they were training a dragon.
No, I meant they had the match going in picture-in-picture.
Because of the dragons.
I don't think it's because
Why did they do the
dragons.
weird seal? Did they call that the walrus or anything? So weird.
Who? This guy?
Yeah, he does that weird backflip and lands on him. Here, watch. Watch his arms. He looks like a seal. Right here.
Because he keeps them all straight. That's funny. It's because his arms are so short and small, and he's got like this weird
barrel
chest thing that's happening. But he's shaped like this, like a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
He's literally a triangle. Robbie's like, D, but your chubby cheeks suit. Yeah, I've had my chubby cheeks my whole life. Never not had chubby cheeks. They've always been chubby. Even when I was really skinny. Always had chubby cheeks. The only problem with him getting fluffier is that I lose my dimple. When I'm fat.
She's got one dimple.
Hey.
Some people. You don't have. You're not an ambi dimple.
No, I'm only a one dimpler. I've only got one dimple kiss. I think that's what people called them back in the day. My mom never called it that.
Woo! Breakdancing. They're dance fighting.
Good God. Oh, jeez. He's like, my back!
This match is bad.
This is pathetic.
This is bad. Now, Triple H has to be watching this and saying, okay, this is bad.
Whatever.
Let's not have this happen again.
He's like, no, I love it. This is the most amazing thing ever. so glad.
No, it's bad.
Robbie's like, I still have dimples. Cool. I still have a dimple. Just not as prominent as it usually is. Rebecca Chatless is in the chat. Hey,
Rebecca.
Rebecca says, hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Wait, go up. Up. Stop.
This one? This one? This one?
It's that Australia one. What is that? Who is that? Is that what's her face?
She's got a booger right there.
Nice. Is that Nicole Kidman?
Maybe. She's from Australia.
I know, but can't tell. I was like WWE focusing on too much of one thing. Yeah, it's called circus. Why is there so many of them in alphabetical order? That's kind of weird, right? Do they always do that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And they're dumb. Pretty sure I've got every movie ever made.
You've had a what?
Got every movie ever made.
Whatever.
That's any
You
good.
do, what's her face's movie?
I've never seen it, have you?
Yeah. Been a long time. I don't really remember it. It said no.
What about Emma?
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. I've heard of Escape Room. Why is Solo? Oh, Jacob. Watch your back, homie. Uh-oh.
There you go.
We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And he pinned him.
Rebecca's like, what's your take on no more truth? No more truth.
It's sad.
It's fucking sad. And they suck balls. Gridiron Gang.
Don't know what that is, but it looks like a rock movie.
Ooh, Harley Davidson, the Marble Man. Yes.
About hardcore.
I don't know what that is.
Well, if you went hardcore, then you're not hardcore. You wouldn't know.
No.
Ooh.
Ah, stop it.
Well, it's probably a horror slasher movie. Don't be a dick.
Sure.
How do you get over there?
How do you get over to what? What are you doing?
There's a way to change it. Stop.
To what?
So you can see it.
That worked.
Definitely.
Now you have no idea what they're about.
I get it. They're supposed to say, which it does over here, but I don't know why. Or it used to, at least.
Poster size, maybe?
But it's on small.
Oh, did you want it on bigger?
Maybe large.
Is that better?
It usually says right here, like, what it is. Like, genre.
Oh.
Is what I'm trying to find. Hey, there's Lena. She doesn't even speak English. Why are you talking to her?
No, she's pretending she understands. You're confident, huh?
Selena Vega's a little bit of a smoke show. Although she looks angry right there. She probably has somebody holding her baby. Just say it.
Hurts. Oh, Robbie's like, Dia had to come to an end sometime. Sure, Rebecca's like, fave funny memory of him. I don't really have a fave funny memory.
Dude, him and Carmella, or Carmelo.
Oh my god, when they had the 24/7
Dude,
shit.
that shit was fucking
That shit
off
was pretty
the
funny.
chain.
That one was pretty funny.
Like when they had all the announcers at the one table and they were running back and forth. That one was pretty funny. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, missing it.
Definitely Chuck Norris. Robbie says the men's Money in the Bank seems lacking.
I heard that when Chuck Norris crosses the street, the cars look both ways.
Sounds about right. And Robbie, the women's isn't any better. Dude,
Oh,
they
no.
both suck balls,
So-
man. I don't even want to do this pay-per-view. It looks like it's going to be so bad.
The women's match looks scary as hell because there's only one woman that should win that. It's Rhea. And she's not going to. That means that some mid-card woman is going to be the next champion.
Maybe. I don't know, though, because Tiffy
It's
had
like-
it last year, and
Yeah.
she won. So they aren't going to have a girl do it this time.
Oh, no, they'll win it that night. They just won't have a long... That's what I'm saying. So, like, tomorrow night, we're going to have a new women's champion. So it's either going to be Stephanie Valcora or Julia Gulia. Or fucking Piazza or Perez or
Robbie's
whatever.
like, why is Quitter in the match? Why are you putting all these really
'Cause they
strange,
look
weird things?
funny.
That doesn't look funny, sweetie. That looks gay as fuck.
You must have been raised different or something. That looks good in a funny way. It's like a B movie. I like B movies. I like Hot Tub Time Machine. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, it also doesn't have some weird alien thing in it either.
Yeah, I like alien movies. I know you don't like that stuff.
And it's all about you.
No, it's just about you.
Well, it's all about you, apparently. You're right about everything. It's all about you.
Oh, Lord. What's pin? It looks like a dummy. Is that Pacino? That's Colin Farrell. That might be a pretty good movie. I thought we already picked this one. Isn't it called The Ring? It's not just Ring. Right?
I have no idea. It's a video.
Do you like
Maybe
Rudy?
it was one that just never was on there or something. I don't know.
Do you like Rudy?
I
It's so
don't care.
weird to me. I don't like that. Joe Montana was there when he was there, and he's like, dude's a piece of shit. It's so funny. He just...
Joe Montana said that.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like Rudy at all. He's like, he was nothing like that. He's... He's like, just hating on fucking some four-string player. It's awesome. Snake eyes.
Go back up. What is that one? It looks like it was something that they showed a lot of.
20 years ago.
I know that the one below it sure was.
I've never heard of that.
Really? I've heard of all of those.
In the world of
Shoot 'em
tomorrow.
up. Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
I didn't
Snake
watch.
Eyes.
I didn't watch a lot of TV at this time. This is like my main partying days.
I guess put it on there.
This one.
Yeah. And the next one. And then Snake Eyes.
That's what's his name, isn't it? Starman.
It's an old 80s
He's
movie.
a starman.
Isn't that what's his face in that one? I can't remember.
I wish that would something they need, and you can't even click on it. It doesn't show you who's in it.
I'm trying to think what his name is.
Tom Cruise.
Oh my god, you didn't even have family in this. What are you talking about, you weirdo? God, so dumb. Robbie's like, mid-card's fair enough if they are good enough, but these mid-carders are not it. H must know he's lost fans. I can't imagine the pay-per-view is not completely sold out. It can't be.
Well, it sells out because it's still WWE, and so people still are waiting for that big thing to happen. You know, Vince to come back, or The Rock to show up, or
Right.
Chelsea Green's got a very interesting top on. As in,
I think it's a dress, isn't it? Like a
No
whole little
idea.
dress.
still, there's a top part to it. Is that EO? Oh no, it's Lena Vega. They changed her music. that's silly.
Chris is in the chat though. Hey, Chris is like, yay, more garbage. Yes. Chris says it wish Chelsea Green was in Money in the Bank.
Yeah, she broke her face.
Yeah. Well, Zelina broke her face. So.
A Bakersfield brawl. Is Bakersfield a place in Scotland?
I guess. Robbie says people only go because of nostalgia, but really most old school fans don't give a fuck.
Not anymore.
Zelina gonna break more noses, lol. She might. If she botches her move, she might actually do it. You never know. It's a possibility. Is she having to fill up the water from the refrigerator?
Did you leave work and not?
I filled it up this morning, but I didn't fill up after I filled up this. So I didn't know if you'd gotten more. So it needs to be filled up. That's why I was.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't want to forget.
Smack. Got her with a kendo stick. In
So I'm saying it out loud.
Look, she doesn't know how to swing left-handed.
That's funny.
She got it down for the right side. She just can't do it lefty.
That's funny.
She's like, do I just turn my arms backwards? She couldn't figure it out.
That's funny.
Oh. Now she's on a turntable, he said.
Oh, no.
Stab her. Ugh.
Bobby's like, do you roll to snake eyes? You must be good with dice games. No, snake eyes are bad. That's bad luck, not good. Bad. That's bad. Oh, did she break her head? No, not your head.
Yeah, you just want to roll a 7 or 11 on your first roll. Do you know how it works?
With craps?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I've
So
never played.
So when you roll, if you roll a 7 or 11 on your first roll, you win.
Okay.
If you don't, if you roll snake eyes, which is 2 ones, then you lose. But if you don't roll a 7 or an 11, you have to roll that number again before you roll a 7 or 11.
Oh. It's a lot.
So, like, say you roll a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to roll a 6 before you roll 7, 11, or obviously snake eye. Oh. Death. It's over. She died.
Oh no, it's gonna continue. You can really hear her, can't you? That's crazy.
She's right by the announce team. That's funny. She's like,
That's
you're all sitting on your ass.
It's like reverberated in the whole facility. It's like, holy shit. Like, she was very clear. Most of the time you can't hear him talk at all. But it was like extremely clear in my thing. I'm like, oh my god. Robbie's like, I know, that's why I laughed. Oh, thanks. Well, you know, I've had bad luck my whole entire life, so, you know. Makes sense.
What do you mean?
Mountain Dew.
Panther Piss?
Yuck.
Just kidding. It's Mountain Dew, not Panther.
Same.
I know. But Panther Piss is actually a lubricant.
Oh, I thought it was a cologne.
That's Sex Panther.
Oh, my bad.
Way different.
So many things.
Yeah, Sex Panther.
Robbie's like, what
Made by
game were you...
Odeon.
What?
It's made by Odeon.
Oh.
Made with real bits of panther seed. It's good. 60% of the time, it works every time. Be honest with you, that smells of pure gasoline.
Robbie says, what game were you playing with dice?
Why do you have dice? Why are we talking about dice?
I have no idea. Snake Eyes. So it wasn't a game, it was a movie called Snake Eyes. And then we were talking about a dice game called Craps. It's a dice game that's big in casinos over here.
In street corners.
I don't know if it's a casino thing in Morocco. Isn't that where there's a big gambling place? Is Morocco? Isn't that where the penguins go?
Probably.
Diamonds and gold. Diamonds and gold.
Did you find any water? No, just more diamonds and gold. That show's great.
So I took next Friday off because it's Friday the 13th. And so I was like, I should figure out and like make sure I do everything before that day so that when I get up, I can just not do anything for anybody else. And just watch a movie or play video games or anything like that.
Just lay there. Don't move.
Not do anything.
Like if you move, you have
anybody.
to do something.
I meant like not do any shit like cooking or cleaning up or dishes or any shit that supposedly can't get done by anybody else.
It's Friday. Just do what you do. Except we're not at work. You don't do any of that stuff if you're not here.
Well, yeah, because I'm not here. And then I get here and it still didn't get done.
Oh, she's going to break her teeth.
No, not her teeth on the plastic chain.
That's a real chain.
Is it though? Mm-hmm. Robbie's like, is that with Nicolas Cage? Yeah, it's a movie with Nicolas Cage.
Old Nick Cage. Old fire blaster or whatever they call him.
I don't think so. She didn't have any chiclets fall out. It's fine. She should cough out a couple teeth. Oh.
Speaking of dental work, it's Britt Baker. No, just kidding. That's a perfect way to introduce her.
Right? For dental work.
Have somebody come out that's
Wait, is this a...
Yeah, I told you, it's a street fight.
Oh,
I asked
okay.
if that place was it was like Newbury or something. And I said, is that in Scotland?
It's Bakersfield.
Yeah, Bakersfield.
Where's the fucking Money in the Bank at? Is it in Los Angeles or something?
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, it is. That's why they're in Bakersfield. That makes sense now. Why they're in Bakersfield, California. I'm like, why are they in Bakersfield? Because Money in the Bank's in stupid Los Angeles. Robbie's like, Zelina cheat to win fire? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't cheat to win.
Zelina Vega is well put together.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea Green is too, but they're not showing her.
Well, they can't. I mean,
Show her a
she's
little.
not in the match. They showed her quite a few times.
Oh, she has Jordans on too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice that. Uh-oh. If she lands this, it's over. No way she's going to be able to get her over. Nope, she did.
Oh, God.
It's over.
Barely.
It's over. Zelina wins the street fight.
Oh. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, God.
Oh, she's clobbering her.
Careful, Chelsea. Don't hurt yourself. She's like, my dress is riding up. She's like, I'm trying to put her dress back down.
It's like a dance.
To the table.
Her tits are hanging out the side, and
yeah.
her bush is hanging out the bottom.
Eh.
It's all good.
I've heard that it's back in style.
Oh, there's a table. Yeah. The timeless bush. Oh, shit.
Ouch. I don't know who that hurt more.
Everybody. Probably the floor.
Maybe. She's like, okay, not really grab my hair because my wig's not really stuck on there.
The secret Hervis. Is somebody going to come down and help Zelina? Where's those other girls?
Oh, yeah, the garbage girls.
And,
those garbage people
Bill
need to
kid.
come around, right? Robbie says, Triple H, what is ultimate goal running wrestling WWE these days? Because it's just a bag of shite.
I think what he's trying to do is get rid of fans and anything that has anything to do
With Vince.
Vince.
Yeah, he's like on this egotistical rampage.
What the hell's she out there?
Oh, because she talked to her in the back, remember?
Yeah, but
and
they
she's like,
seemed angry.
I like you.
She's not strong enough.
No.
She's gonna get hit with a kendo. Oh.
Chris Gulia.
Oh, Julia Gulia. Cheater. There's a table with the Slim Jim on it.
Huh.
They snapped into it.
Oh, did it have one on there?
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
See?
That's how much I didn't care.
It's on that side. You'll see it here. See? Slim Jim. While she was muff diving, they were showing Slim Jim.
Mm.
Snap into it. Snap into some muff diving.
Robbie's like, no, not the kendo stick. What fuck up this match is. LOL. Chris says, and also Triple H is also on an egotistical rampage because he's jealous of Rock.
Oh, shit.
Jealous of Rock? Well, we knew she was going to turn on her.
So that's going to start up. So we know they're going to put the mid-card title on Julia Gulia then.
Oh, yeah.
And so that means that Vakor is going to win the Money in the Bank.
Oh.
Because that just took her out. She's no longer winning the Money in the Bank.
Right. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh.
She's like, you can't beat her. I'm gonna beat her.
What is that?
That's her mocking the crowd with her booing. I think she did
The fuck's
thumbs
he doing
down
on
like
here?
this. Isn't this SmackDown?
Yeah, is he gonna
Isn't he on SmackDown normally? Isn't he the SmackDown guy? Doesn't he have the
Stop.
whatever that was on SmackDown?
John Cena does.
Oh, that's right.
He's the Raw champion. He had Gunther's belt. Yeet. No yeet.
I don't know. Maybe it's because tomorrow's the thing. Fuck, I don't know. I don't really care. Robbie's like, yeah, like anyone is going to watch a big-nosed twat in films. Who's a big-nosed twat?
Triple H is called Big Nose.
Nice.
And so they call him. That's his nickname.
Is it?
Big Nose, yeah.
Huh.
He's got a huge nose.
I had no idea that that was his nickname. Sorry.
Cross eyes and big nose. Although cross-eyed is only cross-eyed because he got hurt in a match. Like he's not cross-eyed at birth.
Hey, it's Aleister Black after his wife had a match.
Yeah, always.
Weird. He's like, it's for my mental health. Hi, buddy. What's the matter? Do you need a binky? Chris says, how dare Jey Uso wear an Edgar Mexican fade?
Yeah, Edgar Mexican.
What? Are you talking about some guy? Eddie Guerrero or something?
He's like, no.
figured that way. He had his face covered. Chris says Octagon Jr. will also be at the show tomorrow. Who the fuck is Octagon Jr.?
He is obviously 8-sided.
Obviously.
Does he have 8 arms and
Is
legs?
he an octopi?
Is he Dr. Octavius?
What? Does he have 8 faces? Is he the man of
Does he have 8 masks that he wears? He pulls one off at a time.
Chris says, no, Edgar is a meme here in Texas. We call anyone who wears that hairstyle an Edgar. Oh. I'm not from Texas, so I wouldn't know. So, good to know, though. That's awesome. Call everybody Edgar.
Not the Javik.
The Javits. Javits. Javits.
Oh, is that in there? Did we already do that? Probably.
I'm sure
I
he
don't
did.
remember.
They're all about being weird.
Yeah, because you hate things.
What?
Because you hate things.
No, I just don't.
Of course you don't. You can't help it.
There's only been one that they've done that has been worth the effort that I could say I actually liked and can watch it multiple times, and that's the Beauty and the Beast one. That's the only one that I've
Disney?
ever seen.
Or is it just Pixar or something?
It doesn't matter. They're the same
So
thing
anything?
anymore.
So any company that does a movie again, you won't watch it?
It's not about again. It's the live action with like people and all this CGI stuff and everything. It's just weird. And then they do weird stuff and try to like erase stuff that I don't understand their thinking. It makes no sense to me, especially with that movie. It's fucking Vikings, for fuck's sake. Vikings do not have darker pigmented skin. They were blonde and white and stuff. And they tried to put people with pigmented skin as fucking Vikings in it. And it's not right. Historically, it is incorrect. And the movie, if you're gonna follow even the cartoon movie, you're not following that either.
So the artist.
So you
did
can't
you see
come
that
out
thing I
and
sent
say
you
that
earlier?
it's the same fucking thing. Oh, we're just making it live action. No, you're making a whole different fucking movie, and you're all of a sudden calling it the same thing. Call it something else.
Right. So did you see that thing I sent you?
Weird to me. Probably not.
About the Black Panther?
No. Did you
So-
send it today?
I don't know, probably. So the
I haven't really had a
Black
chance to play on my
Panther
phone like that. today.
comic book, not the movie or anything, because they are making a part 3.
Uh-huh.
Denzel Washington's gonna be in it, so it might be good. Anyways, they are the artist that does it. Not the artist, sorry, the wrong person. The author who writes Black Panther, he is black. He's a black man.
Okay.
He has now made Black Panther a blonde, blue-eyed guy.
In his writings?
Yeah, that's the new Black Panther, the one that's coming out like this month or whatever. Like the internet is going nuts, and he's like, it's his, and he's a black guy. Like, I mean, he's obviously got a reason for doing it.
But his comic book that he did that way, not like a movie or a show.
No, it's not. It's just the
It's
it's
his
the comic book.
Okay.
But the movies follow the comic books, so people are like, so are they gonna do that? But
they won't.
we don't know where he came from, and that's what it's about. Is that it's gonna be like somehow he became. But we don't know because you have to read the comic book because that's the whole point. They're not going to tell you what the comic. You wouldn't buy the comic.
Right.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, huh.
That's funny.
Because I thought it was a joke. Because people are always weird about that stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And so I read it and it was legit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's funny.
Then I asked AI, and they're like, yeah,
No, it's happening. He did it.
it's
like,
real. But they're not
right.
doing it in the movie, because he's like, it's not going to be in the movie.
Mm.
Denzel's in the movie, but... LA Knight, new music, too. Everybody's got new music.
I can't tell. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to their music, so.
I usually don't either, but...
Chris says he's Penta Jr. family nemesis. Ooh, not the Octagon Jr. Because he has 8 arms. It's gross. Robbie says people say that Vince drove a lot of fans to watch AEW. Uh-huh. Sophie says, how many hours are you on for tonight?
2.
One more after
One
this
more.
and we're done. Chris says, which is hilarious, as Octagon Jr. is a national hero in Mexico, as he has been in countless movies. There's even a lady Octagon.
There's a lady with 6 arms? Or 8 arms?
Sophie says, ever since Mr. Black came back, they always put him after a Zelina Segment or match.
Aries, yeah.
Travis said it.
I've been
We're
seeing
just
that
copying,
for
no, just
weeks.
kidding. Sophie says, what movie are you talking about? Well, we were talking about How to Train Your Dragon. Robbie says, I wouldn't waste my time with Pixar or Disney. Just don't get the hype. Chris says, apparently they are going to get rid of the P Diddler. How do you get kicked out of your own trial? Very easily, actually, you can get kicked out of your own trial.
Well, if you spit on somebody or something.
You spit
But
on
you
somebody,
have to-
you make threats of
You
any
have
kind.
to be present for them to try you.
Yep.
That's your constitutional right. So they can't take you out of the courtroom and try you when you're not there.
No. But they can take you out of the courtroom and put you on a Zoom.
Yeah.
Or they can have you in another room where you're on.
Yes.
You can listen through headphones and stuff.
And talk. And,
And
you'll have a
talk
microphone.
and everything. And you're on a screen and you can see everything that's happening.
Because everything that happens in the courtroom has to be weighed in the favor of the defense.
Yep.
Like, a prosecutor can't add evidence halfway through a trial without going through discovery. A defense attorney can.
Yeah.
He can say, look, we just found this tape. This is legit. This just happened. And then the judge will have to put it into evidence. And the prosecutor has to flow with it. Because you have to favor the defense in the criminal justice system, because you're innocent until proven beyond a reasonable doubt that you're guilty. So they don't try you as if you're guilty. They try you as if you're innocent legally. They don't, by the way. That doesn't actually happen. The UK's system's all sorts of different. Like, they don't have constitutional rights.
No, they don't.
It's so fucking weird. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how the fuck, dude? Like, they don't have constitutional rights, you know? And you think of it like they would, because we're from there, you know?
But not
And
really.
we were made by them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we didn't like a lot of it, so.
Yeah, that's why we fucking...
We're like,
kicked
yeah,
their
no,
ass.
we're not. No,
I ain't paying you shit,
nope.
King George. You shove it up your ass. Why don't you send some troops over here then? George Washington will kick your ass single-handedly
Mm-hmm.
on the Delaware. You ain't scared. By the way, that never happened, but sounds cool.
Sophie says Thomas Felton, aka Draco Malfoy, will reprise his role for 11 weeks for that Harry Potter musical starting in November. Are you talking about the cursed child? Sophie says the coach also said there is a power struggle between Triple H and The Rock.
I don't know who you're talking to about that, but it's all good. I mean, there can't be a power struggle between the two. It wouldn't even make sense. They have 2 different jobs.
Mm-hmm. And let's put it this way. If The Rock is meddling in what's happening, then he should be kicked off the board.
Or be put in charge and fire Triple H. Not him. Obviously, he can't hire and fire. He's just on a board. All that means is that you have a say.
Yep.
Like, and when you have a say, you don't have a vote. You just get to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have a president of TKO. They have a CEO. They have people that are in charge
Yeah.
that make money.
It's a huge difference now. All you people out there who think that, like,
It's not a soap
that,
opera.
like, Triple
like
H
it was.
just gets... I mean, at this point right now, he kind of just doing whatever. But it will come back to bite him. If he does not perform how they want him to perform, the company, the corporation, he's not pulling weight or producing or making them money, and he's just spending money, he will get axed.
Well, what he's doing is he's cutting everybody.
Yeah, that's how he's saving money, but to pay for all these other people to have fancy numbers of music and all this other shit. So he's getting rid of people to... That's how he's cutting the fat,
is
you
it
could
Aleister
say.
Black?
To save money.
Is that what's
Or is
happening?
it Shinsuke?
Oh.
Could be either one.
It's Shinsuke. No, it's Black. One of the candles is out.
Oh no.
Stupid. They need to restart the segment.
That light stopped working. Stupid. It just made it all dumb.
I couldn't see any other.
Lame. All I did was, like, look at that candle that's not doing anything there. Somebody forgot to turn that one on.
It's like Einstein when he came out. He's given a lecture.
Mm.
And so he wrote a bunch of, like, equations.
Mm-hmm.
And they were complex.
Mm-hmm.
And in one, he wrote simplistic math. You know, like 8 times 6 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he put, like, 73 on it. And everybody came in the class.
Mm-hmm.
And they sat down. And they were looking at the board. And then they started snickering.
Mm-hmm.
And they started everybody was whispering. Because it's Einstein. And he got a simple math thing wrong. And then he started talking. He's talking about how the math on there's only like 8 people in the world that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all concentrating on the simple math.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how people are in their personalities. Like, you could be fantastic at everything and have one flaw, and people will just concentrate on that.
It's true.
Like, so it doesn't matter what you do, people are still going to be assholes.
It's true.
Don't do that. Although I do it all the time.
It's true, you do. I've had it happen to me. Not from you.
Oh, okay.
But I've had that happen to me. That's what people do to me. What they consider a flaw. Other people might not consider it a flaw.
Mm-hmm.
But they considered it a flaw.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was all they concentrated on and judged me on, and that was the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what. And no matter what I did, it never changed. It was no matter what, that's how they looked and perceived. That's how they kept looking and perceiving.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, I could have changed my whole personality 180 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And they still would have. That's what you are. Because they can't help themselves.
Right.
Because they're so simple-minded.
Yeah, they look for one mistake.
Yeah. And
in our case, it's Triple H's nose. So he doesn't know how to book. Because of his nose.
Really?
Just
Never
kidding.
noticed his nose.
I could care less about his nose.
I never
But
noticed.
every time I hear people talk about his nose, I'm always like, I don't notice.
Pretty
his
sure.
nose.
I bet I could probably think of other people who have probably bigger noses. Like
Tom Cruise. Like,
oh, his nose is pretty big too.
that was a joke,
That
but
one
yes.
guy he was always old in all of his movies, but Walter Matthau. Yeah, his nose is ginormous, but he's like an old guy, right? So it makes sense. And the older he gets, the bigger his nose and his ears are gonna get.
He's like
So
Pinocchio.
you guys wait. If Triple H lives past however old he is now, and he lives another 10 years or more, which I'll be surprised, unless he like gets some kind of really good heart replacement or something, because he's already knocking at death's door.
He's gonna get the swine heart.
Yeah. Anyways, Chris says LA Knight gonna lose yet again. Sophie says, now I hear Triple H is the reason why people started to watch the WWE again. Chris says, yeah, they think that P. Diddler is swaying public opinion, and even some YouTuber I watched said they were in the courtroom and P. Diddler diddled at her. Oh, Jesus Christ. So he says, I don't believe the Macho Man Stephanie rumors one bit.
I do. I mean, it's too big of a rumor, and too many of those wrestlers were around to see it. But yeah, I mean, it's a black eye on Savage, for sure.
So if he says, yeah, the cursed child, Triple H and The Rock always have some sort of problem with each other for years. So he says, if Triple H gets cut, that opens the door for HBK, who is running NXT, to get called up to the main roster creative. No.
Yeah, but that would be worse, and they would know.
They already know how bad he is just by looking at NXT.
Look, all alleged what I'm about to say, but with truth backing it up. Look it up yourselves. But HBK had a hard life with the decisions that he's made in his personal life, and Triple H did him a solid by hiring him because they were friends. If Triple H wasn't there, keeping an eye on him, HBK could go back to doing what he did before that lost him his fortune and where he needed a job. And I don't think they would want him running their billion-dollar wrestling company.
Yeah, no.
But I think Paul Heyman could easily do it. Not that I would be a fan of that either, but you'd have Paul Heyman. You also have Bruce Pritchett. And there's others. They could always bring in Vince to do like an audit. Mm-hmm. Basically, just to get it stabilized. Get it under control. And then, move on from there. I don't think Shane wants to be there at all. He didn't like to be there when his dad was running it, so I doubt he would want to run it. But if he had full creative, maybe. Because I know that's what he was looking for in AEW. He wanted full creative. What is this?
No, they're hugging and dancing around like
How many
weirdos.
times are they going to go around?
Ooh, 500. Chris says, you guys can hate me, but all this copium that the cowgirls are smoking actually gives me high hopes for this year. They said we can have best of line in the league. All these pieces coming together.
Yeah. You know who else is going to have a really good offensive line in football? Is the Chicago Bears. Mm. They spent a lot of money on it, and it looks pretty good on paper. So, and offensive lines win you championships. It's the last thing people talk about, but it's the most important thing.
Yep.
You can ask Tom Brady, by the way. The 2 Super Bowls that he lost were because he was laying on his back the whole game.
Sophie says it sounds like TKO is happy with how the WWE is being run, though.
If that's the case, then there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
But you also have to ask yourself, would you come out and tell people, your shareholders and stockholders, that you weren't happy the way it was run?
No.
Because I feel like that would bring your stock price down.
Yep.
So you would handle that internally?
Yep.
I just don't feel it. It's not like it used to be where it's a soap opera. We're talking about real life stuff.
Yeah.
Like, wrestling's always been a soap opera.
Yeah.
And so you want that back and forth and stuff. But in real life, in the business world, you wouldn't air out your dirty laundry.
No.
You would get rid of him behind closed doors, and then he would resign.
Yep.
So if Triple H resigns, then we'll know why.
Yep. Chris says, but at the same time, all I'm hearing is Cowgirls versus Bill's Super Bowl 26-27 year, so next year. Chris says, I'm also optimistic because we have my boy, Jaden Blue from the Longhorns, has joined the Cowgirls.
Yeah.
So
I saw that draft pick.
Triple H is 55 years old, 2 years older than R-Truth. Triple H is the reason you guys you guys like Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Bruno, and many others to come back to the WWE family. Guys like Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Bruno, and many others to come back to the WWE family.
They're all dead.
How can they come back if they're dead?
Everybody you just named is dead.
Ultimate
Bruno,
Warrior,
dead.
Macho Man,
Dead.
Bruno.
Dead.
How are they coming back to the WWE family, Sophie? As corpses?
Bruno's...
Like, did he dig them up or take their ashes and bring them back and infiltrate them into other people or something?
Yeah, all three of those.
Or are you talking about putting them in
the Hall
of Fame?
But Macho Man's already in the Hall of Fame.
Wasn't he in the Hall of Fame before?
And the Ultimate
Vince
Warrior...
sold the company?
Yeah, and Vince put the Ultimate Warrior in because the Ultimate Warrior was there and he died 2 days later. Remember, he died that Monday?
Yeah.
After Raw.
So he says, people are liking NXT a lot more than the main roster because they are taking risks and it is unpredictable.
Mm.
Chris says Stephanie also doesn't want to run it.
Yes. Don't blame her.
So he says, imagine what the WWE would look like if Shane was doing creative. I know Shane wanted to take over the WWE at one point.
I mean, it can't be worse than it is.
It's true.
I
so
mean,
it's like putting them in the Hall of Fame. Half of them were already in the Hall of Fame.
The Ultimate
before.
Warrior went to the Hall of Fame.
Well, Vince owned it. He hadn't even sold it.
Well, Vince was there. He even gave an award called the Warrior Award. That was all Vince.
Years ago.
And then Macho Man didn't want to be in the Hall of Fame as a singles guy. He wanted his family to be in there. So he wanted all the Poffos. That's Lenny and his dad. Don't remember his dad's name, but he wanted the Poffos to enter the Hall of Fame together. And he was holding that over Vince.
And then Vince sold the company and he died, didn't he?
No, he died, and then Vince put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's right. I knew something had happened. That he had died. Somebody had died.
Yeah, because he didn't want to go in the Hall of Fame without his dad and his brother.
Okay, so Vince did Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, now Bruno.
I have no idea about Bruno. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame or when he went in the Hall of Fame, but I'm assuming that Vince would have easily put him in. He was a huge star.
And,
like in the
and
90s.
Many others. I mean, there are some that maybe that Triple H did that maybe Vince never would have.
Do you know how Bruno died?
I
he literally got shot.
Is he the Bruno San Martino? Is that his name?
Is that who we're talking about? Is Bruno San Martino?
I'm guessing they said Bruno, so I'm guessing it's that guy.
I was thinking Bravo. Sorry.
I don't know who. I don't know which
if it's
Dino
Dino Bravo,
then.
There's Bruno San Martini, and he's obviously in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He probably went in the first class.
Okay.
And then I thought we were talking about Bruno.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because, anyways, he got shot 50, 60, 70 times by a machine gun.
What?
They don't know.
What did he do?
They don't know.
Where was he at?
In his house on the couch.
Just in his house on the couch?
Somebody came in and just unloaded.
They never figured it out? It's
Nope.
a cold case?
Yeah. Canada.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be fucking Canada?
That's some crazy ass shit, though.
They're like, we got guns. I don't know how he got it.
It wasn't me.
We took away everybody's guns. I don't know why.
I think it was a mob hit, but they don't know why.
Yeah, but why? Yeah. Maybe because of his name.
Maybe.
Like,
Dino.
and he's not even a mob.
Dino Bravo.
He's not even a mobster, but it's his name.
It's Dino Bravo. Kill him.
Maybe they got the wrong Dino. Maybe somebody just really hated him.
You don't look like a purple dinosaur, It's the only Dino I know.
Chris is like, people only like NXT because of the women.
Dude, literally, this is no shit how I watch NXT. Oh, women's match. Unmute. Watch it. Okay, there's a dude match. Fuck, these guys suck. Mute and do something else. And then I happen to glance up. Oh, there's women on there. Flip it back on. And now, if you guys notice, we haven't talked about it at all. Mariah May's back. Her in wrestling.
Oh yeah, she showed up on NXT.
On NXT.
Vindicator mentioned it on Wednesday, but there was nobody really in here to talk to about it, so.
Yeah. But yeah, she is on NXT, so NXT just got more must-see.
Okay, there's a puppy on me. You're gonna have to go sit on top.
He doesn't know. He can't tell you. He just woke up, so he's in love. He doesn't care who knows about it. I'm in love. I don't care who knows about it. Oh, I didn't know you had elves in the north up here. I'm in love, and I don't care who knows about it. Oh, an elf. Say elf one more time. You're an angry.
Hi, kitty.
You're an angry elf.
You're an angry elf? Mm-hmm.
Come on, LA.
Sophie's like, Randy Savage died years before he went into the Hall of Fame. Imagine that speech. Triple H also brought back CM Punk.
Ugh, I know. Not everybody can be right, though.
Sophie says, I don't think CM Punk would have come back to the WWE if Vince was still around.
See? You're naming the positives. That would be my argument.
Rebecca says, for a Randy Orton fan, not me, is there no RKO because of his actions towards the GM? I don't know. Maybe.
Is that what's happening? The no RKO match? Would you go?
Sophie says the Warrior Award that didn't last that long.
No. Triple H got rid of it.
Hey, there is a puppy there. There's a puppy. He's right there. Don't step on him. We're laying on top of him. This is the new...
He doesn't know he's there. Now he does. He's like, what the...
It's okay, buddy. You're fine. You're fine.
He's like, I hate everything about this house. I'm leaving. I'm packing up my shit box and I'm leaving.
Chris says, same. I watch NXT when I see Carmen Petrovic turn on volume full blast.
Where is she?
I see Tatum Paxley full volume.
I know there's a few of them that are really pretty, but like, even Lash Legend, right?
Why
like,
is he
she's
beating
pretty.
up LA Knight?
He probably got lippy with him last week. I don't know.
Oh, man. That's lame.
I'd rather had him in that group.
Sophie says Stephanie Van admitted her white look is inspired by Eva Marie. Ooh, hey, Mr. Black doesn't like it. He's like, dude, you fucked up my match. Chris says, okay, Seth Rollins' second best outfit.
Look behind him. Alistair's about to get broken in half. And look how skinny he is. It's like a twig bitch. Oh, God!
He held back on that. Did you notice?
Yeah, we just want to hurt him. Look how thin he is. Looks like he's on crack.
Sophie says Seth and Alistair got history. That's why he has one bad eye.
Remember the eye stuff?
No, that's not what. He didn't do that to him.
Well, you did it with Rey Mysterio, but I think he did it to him.
I don't remember him doing it to Alistair Black. I thought he had his mental breakdown before that happened and then ran away crying to AEW.
No, that was 5 years ago, sweetie.
Yeah, well, you know what?
We're still watching this shit.
You gonna leave because the cat's down there? It's rude.
He doesn't know what to do. He's looking. Leopold's like, this is mine.
Yes, thank you for using my boobs as your launching pad. I
Right.
appreciate that so much.
That's what I try to do.
Are you leaving? You leaving me? He's like, ugh, Dad.
Oh, cat's following him.
Oh, God, ouch. So he says, yeah, he did. It's cool.
Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. Nothing better than milking the wives of these people that have, that used to wrestle. AEW does it too with, what's his name? Bret the Hitman Hart's brother. Owen Wilson. They're like, let's milk the wife for everything she's worth. I just feel like Owen Wilson wasn't that, or Owen, not Wilson.
It's the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. It's the championship tournament. They're telling y'all about it.
How exciting. Clash of the Champions.
They're going to take place in Saudi Arabia at Night of the Champions.
I'm excited. The whole tournament should be that night. That would even be cooler. MetLife. Cool. King and Queen of the Ring. In Saudi Arabia.
Cool. Yeah, headline grabbing.
So headline.
So he says no, he was in a feud with Seth, and Seth broke his eye. So they are bringing back King and Queen of the Ring tournament. I thought they got rid of it. A fatal 4-way in the beginning.
Oh, Jade's cute as fuck.
She's so adorable.
Mm-hmm. But she can be queen. What's happening with her boobs, but I'm fascinated by it. I don't know if they're like like wrapped up or. Oh, Charlotte.
Oh no, Char. Says wonder who is going to be in the tournament. Here's your Queen of the Ring winner, Charlotte. Chris says for a second I thought Char was Maxine.
I did too.
Yeah, Tiffy time.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh, they have Maxine. That's Charlotte. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to drop a bow on somebody.
She probably stab him with her nails and give him some kind of disease.
Chelsea Green's going to get beat up by her.
She has a broken nose.
It's at the end of August. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
I think. It's either I think it's the end of August. But seriously, like, they always pick the one wrestler that's the goofy-ish type, that's a heel, to get beat up by the celebrity.
So weird.
Like, it's been The Miz.
I understand to a certain degree that's stupid.
No, it's great.
Oh, no.
That's what makes wrestling fun to watch, is that kind of stuff.
Except for it makes Chelsea look bad.
For 1 second.
Whenever they do it to her on everything, it's
The
gross.
secret Hervis will break it up. It used to be Baron Corbin, The Miz. Like, it just happens. I can't think of anybody else that's goofy. I mean, I guess it could be Maxine, but she's a good guy, so it wouldn't work. Is there another goofy babyface? Or heel, sorry. I'm going to start loading our dishwasher like that. Give me some of those, and then I'll try it.
The one that's in there should do the same thing.
No, it has to be Cascade. Didn't you see the commercial? And I bet
commercials for that brand show the same fucking thing.
I bet you anything that food is fresh.
Yeah.
I think if you put a plate in there that's like, okay, I'm done eating, put it in there and run it.
Yeah.
Then it would be that way. But who the fuck washes dishes like that? Wouldn't you like wait? Or is it just me that waits for a month before they do dishes?
No. I grew up with a dishwasher for a good portion of my life, and we never did. We just put it in there. Like, we waited until it was full.
Mm-hmm.
And then ran it.
She's down to fuck. She's DTF. That's what she just said, DTF.
I don't think that's what she meant, though. That's not what it sounded like she meant.
But where do you keep your weed?
Hmm.
Hey, they have one of those cheap little shelving units. You can get those things on TikTok now for like $20.
Ninjas?
Yes, ninjas.
That's way cool. Ninjas.
These shelving units?
Uh-huh.
Not this size. The littler ones.
Yeah, the ones that are like the size of that.
No.
Yeah, they're like, look, it's for doll houses.
I got mine for $30.
Bye, Travis.
There's so many ninjas there.
Look at all those ninjas.
I wonder if ninjas are sitting at home watching that like, that ain't ninja.
That's not ninja.
He used to be a bad mofo.
Now he's just a sellout. He tried to be all cool. And then he's like, I'm just in a family. It's like, sellout.
Sold it.
He rolled over and showed his tits in that match.
What's this? Oh, it's Santos. They're like, we want you to talk in your native tongue, and we'll just write it down.
Angel looks like he's confused.
He doesn't speak Spanish. He's like Ryan Garcia. They're talking to Ryan Garcia in Spanish, and he's like, he's just looking around like, and then the guy's like, do you speak Spanish? And he's like, no. He's like, you say you're from Mexico. Like, how's that even possible? Like, well, I'm learning. I'm trying. He just pretended he was Mexican the whole time.
That's funny.
You know Ryan Garcia, the boxer?
Yes, I know who you're talking about. He had a mental breakdown too. He cried about his life for a while. Got teased too hard and he went and had a mental breakdown for 2 years. Came back and he did shitty.
I'm glad they got rid of that other weird team. Or are they still around? The original El Del Fantasma?
They're kind of with LWO, but we haven't seen Rey Mysterio, so...
Yeah, we haven't seen that group.
It's because Rey Mysterio got broken. It's because Rey Mysterio is broken.
El Grande Americano
is
el
numero uno.
Number 1.
Brandon Stevens in the chat. Hey, Brandon. This is Brandon Stevens' married white girlfriend. Yeah. Chris is like, yo, Dr. Wagner Jr. is also a household name in Mexico. It's so hilarious. What are these names, man? They're names of people. That one guy literally looked like a clown. It's literally going to be a circus. That guy had paint on his face like a clown.
Oh.
That was horrible.
Hey.
I'm not watching that garbage.
He's talking about Vikingo. He just keeps saying C. What? Tag team match? Okay. These two better win. Just like American Alpha. Oh, it's Tiffy time.
Chris says, yeah, that's Psycho Clown, but he's kind of like a hardcore wrestler type. He still has clown paint on, and he's in a circus. You can't change my mind. It looks like she's wearing a diaper.
I can't tell if she's getting bigger from muscles or if she's getting bigger from eating food. Like her legs and her back. So there's no muscle tone.
I have no idea.
It works on girls that are thin and muscular until they get to a point, and then it stops. And then it's really hard to get tightened back up. She's like, well, I'm champion. I don't have to try anymore.
Alrighty.
Cash out.
Cash out.
Don't do it. Oh, brick. It's funny. He's the only guy on the whole show I know their name.
It's because it's so weird.
The brother have no idea.
Axel.
That's right.
But it's fine.
Got nothing on the dad, nothing on the mom, and the girls sue because we just watched it. But I called her something else earlier.
Samantha or Stephanie.
Yeah. Stephanie, I think it was. Something's up with her underarm there.
She probably has
Splotchy.
vitiligo or something.
Does she have a match tomorrow? If she doesn't have a match, it's going to be hard to cash in.
I don't think she does.
She looks like a bird.
Is it because her face is very sharp?
Mm-hmm. And pointy, like a chicken.
It's probably how she did her makeup. It's Rhea pants. Chris says she getting bigger, and that's not a bad thing.
No, not right now. That's what I was saying. There's a point where she still looks great, but there's a point where it doesn't. And she just doesn't want to reach that point. But yeah, she is getting thicker. Rhea went that way, and now she's going the opposite way. And look at her face. It's cleaned up. It's sharpened. She's very pretty, even though she's all gothic. Well, maybe not there, but her profile's pretty. It's sleepy.
She just looks so much prettier without makeup on.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, the difference.
Oh.
It really is crazy to see the difference between her with makeup on and no makeup on.
That lady in the audience was talking to her, and she was like listening. Like she's like, oh. She's like, yeah. Oh, wait, hold on, I'm in character here. Fucking talking to people in the audience. That was funny shit.
And her long hair doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair being longer,
And
it makes her more feminine and softer.
Tighter body.
I'm glad that she's starting to be more feminine yet.
Remember
hardcore.
when she first started? She
was blonde.
She had pants. No, I mean.
Oh yeah, when she started, yeah, she wore pants and all kinds of weird shit.
I've always been champion.
We've got a Party Cheese VR in the chat. Hey, Party.
Party!
Good to see you tonight. Thanks for being here. Says, have you ever tried Wingstop? Yes. Tried some Wingstop a few times. Chris says, I forgot Rhea and Tiffy tag team. I want it to happen. The club. Is all the Money in the Bank ladies going to come out now?
Yeah, one at a time. She had a new entrance.
All of his dark entrances.
Mm-hmm. I like when she gets all serious and just drops her skirt while she's walking. Way cooler than when she takes it in the ring with her. Like, she'll get all serious, and then when she's walking, she'll just drop it.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks cooler. She's not going to do it here, though. So she's on their team. The other three are those broads. right? The other 3 in the tournament.
I don't know. Maybe. Hi, buddy.
They just forget. Here comes Bliss. So Bliss is going to be with the other one?
I don't think that Tiffy's in this.
Oh, that's right. So Bliss, Valcor, and Rhea versus Perez, or whatever her name is. Julia Gulia and...
Yeah, whoever that is.
Fuck. Yeah.
Oh, Quitter.
The Quitter.
Of course.
Once it hit me, I was like, ah, fuck. Like, can you give up the doll and the weird darkness stuff? You already have a dark character. She's right behind you.
They've got 2 of them right behind her.
I know. I just saw that one, too, when I said it. I was thinking Rhea Ripley, but... So now these are the dark girls? Jesus Christ. One's a former Barbie.
She
One
used
looks
to be
like...
a goddess. That's so weird.
Right.
So if it's like Rhea versus Stephanie would be an interesting match. Vakor? So if it says Triple H hates the Money in the Bank concept.
He should.
Is that why he put such shitty people in it?
He should get rid of it as a pay-per-view and make it a match. That would be cooler. And then they could split it up. Instead of having the women and the men do it the same night, they could literally do them at different pay-per-views. So the women's could be at Elimination Chamber and the men's can be at WrestleMania or something.
Chris, I can't even say that. You can't even say your comment. Rudeness.
He thought he was going to die.
He caught a fish and let it go.
I thought it was deeper than that.
So it's like Roxy and Bliss are both the shortest women in the ladder match, and they are the same height as Kevin Hart. Yeah, 4'11". We got it. We know.
Tiny.
Fucking retards. One of them looks like she ran into a wall multiple times with her face.
I remember running into a swing set when I was a kid at full speed.
Yeah, it didn't flatten your face though.
A little bit. I'm flat right there.
No, not enough.
I mean, I don't look like a bulldog like her, but...
Sophie says in his entire career, Triple H was never in a Money in the Bank match and has never been cashed in on. No.
It's only really been a very popular match over the last maybe 10, 15 years too, though.
Didn't it used to be within other...
Yeah, that's why I was saying they need to do
other pay-per-views instead of it being its own pay-per-view.
Yep. And they should do that again, like I just said. And split it up. Have the women's at different time than the men's. So that way the briefcases, they could still do the, the longer holds.
Right.
And sell more merch. So we can buy it. Whose briefcase will we buy this year?
Probably none of them.
It's going to be a dude.
Not one of them would I care for.
I don't know who's in the dude one. Penta.
You have it on a list.
LA Knight. Cool. Penta. Solo. Seth. Andrade. That's dumb. Oh, America. That would be sick. An America flag on.
He's not going to win.
I know, but that would be sick.
The person who's going to win the men's, I wouldn't want.
Seth?
Yeah. Even his, I wouldn't.
Or LA?
One of them. Yeah, not one of them is even worth the time or effort.
Look at this one. Nope. She should win. No.
That's what I mean. Like, it's pathetic.
We need that one thing from TikTok where they're like, nope.
That's Batman. The Batman Lego.
Nope.
But it'll be fun to go. No. No. It's about introverts having to deal with people.
There she is.
But it might be fun. No.
Why does she wear caution tape?
I don't know. It's dumb. I'm glad we're going out on this one.
It's our last match, people.
It's our last match for tonight.
This is our main event.
Yeah.
I don't think I can handle another 5 seconds of that shit.
So if it says with LA Knight beatdown, that tells me that Seth isn't winning tomorrow night. The Money in the Bank got introduced at Mania 21 and didn't become a pay-per-view until 2010 or 11. The Women's Money in the Bank got introduced in 17 or 18.
Yeah. Who won it? Who was the first ever winner?
A man.
James Ellsworth.
So it says there are people that are mad that there are only 4 matches tomorrow night. Both ladder matches might need time.
Oh, God.
Normally they should take at least an hour.
It
looks like she forgot to button up her, you know how they used to wear those one, what are those?
DAs?
No, they would crump between the crotches. Girls wore them a lot. So
No, that's a new thing.
They don't. Yeah, so they don't.
Yeah,
so it looks like that she forgot to button up her.
She also forgot to do
her
leg
diaper
day
butt
because she is ginormous in her hip area already. This girl's like 20 years old.
Ugh, this is gross.
I just don't want her on my TV. That's it. That's all I care about in life. There's certain people that don't need to be on my TV, and she is one. You. I don't understand how she's on TV.
I don't either. I swear to God, it's only because of
but he's
Booker
not here
T's
anymore.
love of her and his niggling in Triple H's ear and them trying to make her cool. It's like they can't help themselves. It's like, we're going to push this person down your throat and you're going to like it no matter what. And it's like, maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to see it.
Julia Gulia might have the worst mask ever.
Yeah, it doesn't even really fit. She needs to figure that shit out.
It's probably cool in Japan.
Half a mask. And her one ear's like, help me.
Right. Like Hannibal Lecter ate half of it.
So it's like, so you guys going to be watching Money in the Bank? We're going to be streaming Money in the Bank, yes.
We'll be here tomorrow.
We'll be here tomorrow for the pay-per-view.
God forbid.
Ugh, it's going to be so gross. This is already gross.
Oh, I just don't want to have to get up and walk out if fucking that Perez girl or whatever wins that. Or Naomi. I'm not going to be happy as a human.
Chris is like, Gulia's so hot. It's because Gulia tries to beat Asuka with the mask but fails.
It's like not even like the same thing. It's off.
Sophie says, what superstars that wins Money in the Bank ladder matches will make you as mad as when Jay won the World Heavyweight Championship?
Oh, I just said it easily. Either the Perez girl or Naomi.
Flatface or quitter.
The dudes I don't really... I mean, Andrade, I don't even know why he's in there.
He got a participation trophy experience.
That's fucking weird to me that he's in there. America Grande, whatever, he should win it, in my opinion. Seth will probably win, and we got Solo, who shouldn't be in there, Penta, who shouldn't be in there, and then LA. So you literally have 3 people that shouldn't even be in that match.
It's a lot. Most of the women shouldn't be in the match either, but they're there.
But LA Knight or Seth or Americano, and I hope it's Americano just because I want to buy the briefcase.
You literally have what you would consider 3 veterans and 3 new ones that just barely came up from NXT in the women's.
Oh, it's terrible.
I mean, if you want to consider Quitter a veteran.
She is.
And the only reason why I say she is because she was with WWE for a long period of time before she decided that she should quit.
Right.
Follow along as a sheep,
Mm.
another dumbass, and become a dumbass herself. So.
Yep. Yeah, no, and then you got 3 nobodies or NXT call-ups. I like Stephanie Valcour, by the way, but I don't think she needs to be champion right now. This is Triple H erasing history. He's basically trying to get rid of anything that had anything to do with Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, she's going to... Oh, I thought she was going to do her move to her.
Oh, we forgot that we were counting on that one.
You're supposed to go...
I'm not doing that.
You have to.
That's disgusting.
Oh, shit. I think she just broke her face.
That'd be alright.
She has a pretty face. Be
That's
nice.
okay.
There it is. Still doing it. That's what he does afterwards. He does it for like 3 minutes.
Don't make me want to hit you with something.
It's not me.
Well, you're doing it. It's disgusting.
That's what you have to do.
No, you don't.
You have to make it work.
Chris says I need Bliss to do Stephanie Valcour move. Nah.
Not with this
She
butt.
doesn't have enough of a good butt to do it, dude. If she was biscuit butt, still yes, but not in this shape. Whatever it is.
She done lost her butt.
So Sophie says, "Do you think both winners of Money in the Bank will hold on to the briefcase the same amount of time?"
No.
No. Chris says Dominik wishes he could take that move. Ew. Sophie says, "Do you think the WWE already has an idea on who wins both Money in the Bank ladder matches already?" Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
They already know who's going to win. They've already put it into play. Everybody else knows,
They already
too.
have the briefcases ready to go up on the site for the second the match is over.
Want to know about special ones.
It's when they introduce it. Like, Tiffany's wasn't the day she won it. It was like a couple weeks later, remember?
Yes, it was.
And she was gifted it.
Yes.
But I wish they would change the color of them again, because they've changed them in the past. I just happened to buy these ones lately. But I like the old ones, too. They have really cool ones. Like silver one.
Right.
It's got a bunch of briefcases hanging from her.
Good lord.
So I thought about...
Sophie's like, they could change their mind on that day. The only thing that could change their mind is if something happens. And it's a possibility,
Injuries
yes.
happen.
But it's already set in play, whatever's going to happen. They're probably already making sure they work with the wrestlers and get some practice in.
Damn. This is taking everybody out. Bam, neckbreaker. She got a little bit of a butt still.
Yeah, it's like really squishy soft though. And it's the only reason why is because of the way her pants are.
Right.
Like all those other girls that don't have one. So it's like, Zoe Starks might be missing WrestleMania 42. That's how bad her injury is. Actually, she's retiring.
Yeah, I heard she retired.
She put on her stuff that she's retiring from wrestling completely. So, I think it's worse than what you're trying to portray, so yeah.
Oh.
Doesn't know what she's doing, apparently.
No, that little Perez.
She's just fucking dumb. Ugh, gross. Is that cousin from that show?
I think
They're-
so. I was going to ask you if that was his voice.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Because I'm not listening.
Sounded like him. Why?
Because then I would have to hear this shit.
Commercials about bounce? Dryer sheets?
No, there was something else going on earlier. I think it's when Jey Uso came out.
He wasn't out. He was in the back.
Mm-hmm. I immediately pulled it out of my ear. And I haven't had it since.
I just don't listen.
I have ADD. I have to hear him. Julie, go there.
You have to listen? Is that what you said?
Because of my ADD.
What the fuck?
ADHD or WWE.
Is your doctor prescribing medication for you for it? Did she diagnose you with it?
I take Riddle out because of the Riddle in. Just kidding. Do you want Smatterall?
Yes. Sophie says the John Cena, Logan Paul, Cena, Jay match could go anywhere they want. I think the main event for tomorrow is kind of unpredictable. Chris says, oh shit. Shotzi will be at Progress Wrestling in the UK on June 29th.
Old Shotzi.
Well, good for her. Moving on.
Moving on up. Hopefully she joins the company and makes an OnlyFans account. Becomes famous. Becomes woman's world champion. One screenshot at a time. We need to see a Sister Abigail here. What? Oh. She just got kicked. Brutally. Like Dirk Diggler last night.
Yeah.
You're like, don't tell me to watch that shit. That's embarrassing.
I don't care.
I think Boogie Nights 2.5 hours was longer than Raw's 2.5 hours.
Oh my god, it felt like it was on for 10 hours straight.
I was like, what the fuck?
I kept asking if it was over. I'm like, is this over yet? Why is it on so long?
I don't even know what the show is about.
I don't know either.
It was like, just like, kind of like a documentary, but not, you know? And I'm like, so what was the moral of the
I think it
story?
was just based on his story, not like his story.
Well, I know, but what was the point? Like, what'd you learn?
That guy had a big dick. That's it. That's the only
That's
thing.
what you learned?
That's what I learned. That he got all crazy and did drugs and shit.
So it didn't work. I'm going to snort so much coke, my dick won't work. But don't worry. It's long.
Chris says, what? Tay Mello and Anna Jay are back on Wednesday versus
I saw
Megan
that.
Bean and Penelope Ford.
I saw that. I watched that today. I was sitting in here by myself.
Why is...
Tay Mello came out and attacked
I don't
Bean.
give a crap about her. Where is...
I think she got hurt. Remember what she was all bloody?
Oh,
She
Harley
pulled a-
Cameron.
She pulled this
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea.
Lame.
Oh, blister. Tripped her. Have you seen this, like, controversy thing, this woman? Have you seen this yet? You'll see it, if you haven't.
Do I want to?
Well, you'll hear about it. You probably won't see it.
Okay.
So there's this lady, and she does cooking videos.
Okay.
And she's famous for it. And she... Well,
Famous?
no.
Or just, like, internet? Like,
She's not Julia Child.
okay. So she's just... so she's just, like...
She's on...
Social media
yeah,
famous.
and she has followers and everything.
Okay.
Well, anyways, she cooked some... she, like, put corn and some other stuff and some seasonings on some crabs and cooked them in the air fryer while they were alive. And so they're, like, screaming. And people are, like, freaking out. So the internet was, like, on fire.
Oh, boy. Well,
She's like, well, they're still moving. And it was, like, 5 minutes into it, you know? And they're like... Oh, it's terrible. Like, actually...
Why would you even think that to put them in... Why would you do...
Anyway, so like, people are like, they have nervous systems. They can feel the whole time.
Yes!
Like, and they have advanced nervous systems. Everybody's talking about this, like, something, I can't remember what it's called. Like,
That's
Eddie
why it's
the
way more
Crab.
humane if you're going to eat them to boil them because it does it faster.
Right.
Like, especially if it's rolling very, very hot boil.
There it is. Oh, she got kicked, though. So, everybody's going to do their finisher. She's going to do a riptide in here. Yep. And then here comes Stephanie Volcour to hit Rhea, or whatever. Oh, no, she turned it around.
Mm-mm.
Oh, because Volcour's on her side.
Somehow, she did something.
You know.
Yeah, right.
Old big hips there. Don't show us that.
She's like, I totally turned that around. Chris says, did you see news about Morgan Stalker got arrested outside the NXT Performance Center? No. I didn't know Liv Morgan even had a stalker.
I want to know what's wrong with them.
That they would stalk her?
Yeah.
Mm.
Some serious problems to stalk her. Why aren't they going after her old 40-year-old bottom here? Oh, Naomi wanted nothing to do with her. She's like, fuck you, bitch.
Oh, what did she do wrong?
Right into the riptide.
Are they trying to make her a victim?
Yeah, she'll win it tomorrow, Bam.
Mm-hmm.
There's no friends. Rhea has like the weird essay sexual assault pin. That's her thing. It's like, I'm gonna get all up in it. If I was Dirk Diggler, you'd be screaming right
What happened to the other one? She died?
now. Yeah, they beat her up earlier.
Oh, bummer.
Bliss hit her with the Sister Abigail DDT thing that she does. Alright, well.
Alright, everybody. Well, we're going to leave. We'll be back tomorrow for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Of course, you know that SmackDown does have another hour of whatever. I don't know what the main event is, nor do I care. We are leaving. You guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night. The pay-per-view does start
At 7.
At 7 Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. So, it is in Los Angeles. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching.